Sriram from Chennai. Okay, I'm going to talk about uh, do's and don'ts uh, of diabetic patients, especially in the present pandemic, namely coronavirus disease. Okay, so let me just start with the basics of coronavirus disease and how the diabetic patients, which is like a major population in our country, uh, have to deal with these kind of infections to prevent. So as of now, we all know that Corona is all about prevention, 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 as there is no vaccination available and there is no treatment available. So let's talk only about prevention. And we all know that diabetic patients are susceptible to infections. And present pandemic, we have to be more careful because it's a viral infection. So what is corona disease, namely COVID-19? It just started in a small province called Wuhan in China. Now it's like pandemic. Namely, it's you name any country, it's available now. Okay, so and it's there almost in every city in Chennai. Also, I mean in India also, and more so in hotspots. So how does corona disease spread? So the basic which every person has to know, irrespective of the diabetic or hypertension or cardiac condition or kidney condition or malignancy, any susceptible group. The basic thing what we need to know about coronavirus disease is the mode of spread. So we need to know what can spread, what cannot spread, which is more important. Okay. So we need to avoid close personal contact. That's the most important, and that's why the entire world is focusing more on social distancing. So we need to avoid close personal contact. Uh, Example like touching or shaking hands, and try to avoid touching the repeated materials like your doorknob or your remote control, which are very, very commonly used by everyone at home or the workplace. So we need to sanitize them once in a while by cleaning them with a proper sanitizer. And then we need to, uh, again, uh, as we all know that coronavirus doesn't spread that easily through air. It spreads more so through droplets. So we need to be very careful while coughing and sneezing. So we need to cover our mouth properly with your shoulder, with your arms, or you can even use tissue paper and dispose the tissue paper properly. So the most important two things which we cannot forget is prevention, and the ways to prevent is to avoid a direct contact and to avoid a direct coughing or sneezing. These two simple measures can actually prevent the disease very easily than even talking about the testing and treatment. And the most important thing what I want to reiterate here is virus doesn't spread through the air. As of now, there are a lot of evidence which tells that it doesn't spread through air. It is only through respiratory droplets and aerosol. So we need to really focus on social distance. And what are the common symptoms of corona? This like the question which everyone has. So when do we need to actually approach a doctor? So the common symptoms will be, as you all know, like any flu, viral infection, it is going to be your cough. It can be dry or with a minimal sputum, or it's a sore throat, sneezing, temperature, fever. So generally, corona produces quite high fever. So you don't have to panic about 99 or 100 degree Fahrenheit. It just produces like 102 to 104, produces high fever. So any patient, any person who has these kind of symptoms in this time of epidemic need to consult a doctor. Okay. So this is the basics about corona, and let me come to the topic per se, which is uh, do's and don'ts of diabetic patients in corona. People with diabetes, non-diabetic, or equal likely to get corona, but if your sugars are not in control, so not all diabetic patients are like going to get corona, non-diabetic patients are not going to get corona. It's all a myth. Okay, so any person on earth can get corona if they are exposed to the virus. Okay, but the problem with diabetic patients is the sugar is not in control. So I want to reiterate again and underline the statement: if the sugar is not in control, probably the severity of the infection can be much more than non-diabetic patients. So that should be the take-home point. So people with diabetes are equally likely as the general population to get COVID, but they have more severe symptoms and complications if the sugars are not in control. So that needs to be remembered, and you have to make sure the sugars are in control. So how do we need to do this? So it's a simple way. So you can use teleconsultation at this point of time, and you can do a physical consultation also if the doctor is available, and you don't have to panic that the clinics are closed. There are a lot of still institutions which are open, hospitals which are open. You can take a physical consultation, and we need to. The diabetic patients need to worry about the things which happen when they are sick. Let it be not a corona, even like they are sick, like just maybe their sugars are going so high, they get some kind of skin infections, or they say they get any kind of infection. So they have to be very careful to prevent a diabetic ketoacidosis, or to prevent a dehydration, which happens when the sugars go way too high. So we need to be very careful about these things in this time of pandemic. So you have to make sure that the sugars are being checked, monitored regularly, and are being and make sure that it's also conveyed to your treating doctor if it's very high. So once you know the range, probably you maintain less than 180, your random sugar probably, like my target will be around 140, but if it's more than 180, probably your doctor should be aware of the things happening, and you need to monitor it and change your medicines or modify your titrate your insulin accordingly. Okay. So what are the basic steps to prevent the exposure to the virus will be like the simple which the entire world has been telling: social distancing, wash your hands frequently with soap. So that is going to be the most important thing for all diabetic patients. The best way to prevent is, other than you're keeping your sugars in control, and the second thing is wash your hands frequently with soap and water or any sanitizer which is available, and do not spit in public again. So spitting in public can cause, and keeping your hand close to your mouth when you're coughing and sneezing, and preventing the respiratory droplets from spreading, and avoiding crowded places. That's one again important thing which I want to reiterate, that all diabetic patients should try to avoid going for a market or a departmental store. Try to avoid as much as possible to go into the crowded places, because you are probably slightly more susceptible than the common man. Okay. Again, like how do I manage? The next thing will be, if at all I get sick, maybe corona or maybe some other illness. It can be a simple flu. So where it's a minor illness. So what should I be? If you have any flu-like symptoms, the first thing what you need to do is a home quarantine, and try to approach a doctor and just get confirmed if it's COVID or it's a simple flu by doing a RT-PCR test. And the most important thing at home, what we need to do is stay hydrated. So all diabetic patients, remember that keep drinking a lot of fluids and stay hydrated. So that is going to be a very important thing in this kind of situation to prevent any acute illness. So if you're like having trouble drinking too much of water, at least have sips of water throughout the day. So this has to be done on an everyday basis. And you're checking your blood glucose regularly is going to be an important thing. So make sure you have enough glucose strips at home. So the shopping of medicines, and the shopping of glucose strips, and shopping of ketone strips is a must in this kind of pandemic for diabetic patients. So you have to have enough stock of your diabetic tablets, your OHAs or insulin, your cartridges or your insulin pens, and you should have enough stock of your ketone strips if you're a type 1 diabetic patient, and you should have enough stock of your hand sanitizers. So these things are the basic thing, because the entire country is running short of all these things in this kind of epidemic, where some people try to overbuy all these things. So you need to have a decent stock of these materials for your day-to-day survival. And again, wearing a mask. If you are like a person and there's no one to help for you at home, we have a lot of patients where there are like two people, old husband, wife with children abroad. So when there's no one else to help you, so there's no way that you have to go and do your shopping, everything. The most important thing is wear a mask. Okay, apart from your sanitizers, apart from your hydration, apart from your sugar control, uh, you have to wear a mask if at all you have to go to a shopping by yourself. So these things have to be followed strictly for all diabetic patients, and you have to be in touch with your treating doctor if you have any even minor problems. So that should not be neglected at this point of time, because uh, timely testing can really prevent a lot of complications, not only of COVID or something, it's even other infections. So timely checking of your sugars and preventing any acute illness is very, very important at this point of time to prevent hospitalization for any reason other than even COVID, because diabetic per se has a lot of complications. That's the whole problem. So you may get a kidney problem or eye problem or a neuropathy or a vascular problem like a MI or a stroke if your sugars on it or not in control. So more so over in the COVID pandemic, keeping a sugar in control is paramount important to prevent any acute illness, including COVID illness. Thank you.